Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Right or wrong answers, all are welcome. I'm gonna have to answer this in real time too. Oh, okay. We got some. Y'all gotta elaborate because y'all sure disagree. Correct me if I'm wrong. Podcast says to get to heaven. Souls of Thought said fear of hell. Somebody break this tie. What we got, chat? Uh-oh. Miles said, my opinion, we're already in hell. Oh, that's why I love the classic chat, man. 3 answers, all 3 different. One chose A, one chose B, one made up C. Come on, man. We got the best chat in all of YouTube.
Classic.
Come on, dog. We gonna get to the bottom of this, man.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yeah, we gonna get to the bottom of this, man. Nora said, it's just like why people don't pursue their dreams because of fear of being broke or poor. Mr. McBride, get in the box. Get in right now. I need y'all to go 3 rounds. I need y'all to, so round 1 said get to heaven. The other said fear of hell. Norris come out the gate and validate with some logic, boy. Great analogy, great parallel. It's just like why people don't pursue their dreams because of fear of being broke or poor. Huh? Great analogy. I can't argue with a good point. My bad, chat. Was at the beach yesterday. Too much sand around. But yeah, man. So until McBride respond, or if he can respond, because I know a lot of people at work. Miles said, right, fear of success. Yeah, not even fear. I don't think it's fear of success. They got the fear of being broke by way of trying to. So a lot of people, okay, so Norris, correct me if I'm wrong. So what he's saying is like, they teach you, go to school, get this amount of schooling, go get you a job with some insurance, some benefits, some 401k, work until you 65 or whatever the retirement age is, and then go on about your business. Like, that's what they teach you. If you go that route, you're going to have a pretty like pedestrian, regular, what we would call just an average normal life. And for some people, it's perfectly fine. And for those people, I want y'all to know, coming from me, from my opinion, there's nothing wrong with y'all desires being minimal. There's nothing wrong with minimalistic desires. The capitalistic society tells you that you ought to want to be a millionaire. If you're financially responsible with your 80,000 that you bringing in as a household, and y'all able to travel fiscally, y'all able to save fiscally responsible, y'all able to invest fiscally responsible, and you ain't trying to get no promotion, and she ain't trying to get no promotion, man, live y'all life with that 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath house and kick it. Do y'all thing. Get y'all a couple dogs, have all the kids you want. Listen, I've been to Michael Jackson old crib. That mug gotta be 600 square feet max. 2300 Jackson Street gotta be 600 square feet max. No way. Gotta be. It's like a studio house. That's how little it is. And everybody was in there. Janet, Mike, Joe, Reby, Toya, Marlon. Everybody was in there. The yard and the house together, the size of the house I grew up in. That's how little it is. It's little because the house I grew up in, a regular house. You feel me? So for the people with minimal, I'm on a tangent, but I'm coming back to y'all. I see you, chat. But for the people who got regular desires, just regular desires, don't let society pressure you into wanting to be a gazillionaire. They teach you gluttony because most people can't obtain the type of wealth that would allow them to be gluttonous. So as a side effect of you desiring to be gluttonous, you'll always wake up every day, think about what you don't have, live in a state of depression, anxiety, self-judgment. It's a trap. It's social engineering at its finest. Trust me, the people pulling the strings, they are high-level psychologists. Believe that. They know what they're doing. Trust me. Trust me, I had to study this shit. They do a great job on y'all. And I got to say y'all, I only say we when I can't separate myself, but I am not a sheep. It's y'all. Like a motherfucker. I am not a sheep. Them days is over. I was once upon a time indoctrinated. He said if heaven was the goal, people would be in a utopia or a utopia mindset. Miles said, if you're always playing defense, how do you score? Come on, talk classic chat. Come on.
Classic.
Souls of Thought, because you know your ending would be
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yeah, y'all talking today. Y'all in rare form today. It's something about these Thursdays, man. Thursdays and the random evenings be lit. I remember I did a Sunday evening 2 Sundays ago. Y'all was in there turned up. Y'all want me to run that back? Yeah, man. But so my opinion on this, I believe it's fear of hell. I believe it's fear of hell. Growing up in a Christian family, growing up in my own grandfather's church, he had his own church. He was the pastor. Growing up in my grandfather's church, growing up in a Christian family, you know, I can remember more times being told, just as a child, I could remember more times being told, you know, don't say that, God will strike you down, or don't do this or don't do that, because it was always like fear-based teachings. It was never. I can't remember times where it was like, do this because you know God gonna bless you when you get up there if you do this. Like, I don't remember a lot of that. Like, and there's no disrespect to anybody involved with raising me. I'm just saying I think that's pretty common. Like, you're taught about negative repercussions, not positive reinforcement. Like, that's not necessarily always the case. Now, as a grown adult, you may start looking at the benefits of living righteously more so than the fear of living wrong. But, you know, if I had to guess, and because this is an opinion question, so none of us are right or wrong, but I would lean more in the direction of, I think more people who believe in a traditional religion have more fear of hell than desire for heaven. You know, because you got to realize they taught you to fear God. So everything fear-based in the dough. They teach you to fear God. I don't fear God. God love me. I love God. What I'm scared of? That's like fearing my mama. So I don't fear my mama. She love me. Well, I don't fear my dad. My dad love me. That's my boy. That's my dog. I owe him some work on that pool table too. He got me this weekend. Souls of Thought said, no, he said, no, you do a great job with questions. It makes you think, not just answer. Oh, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Classic. Correct me if I'm wrong. Podcast says, if it wasn't for the New Testament, erase what? If it wasn't for the New Testament, erase Old Testament lie, more people would. Man, say that, man, type that again. If it wasn't for the New Testament, erase Old Testament lie. Am I missing a punctuation somewhere, broski? I wanna understand it, how you tell it, how you saying it. If it wasn't for the New Testament, erase Old Testament lie, more people would. You must be typing in short. You busy. You probably at work, y'all. Cause I need to get that clear. Souls, you feel like you understand his response to you, but I don't know. I feel like it's more fear-based than anything. It's taught through fear. You know what I'm saying? Revelations. I remember some people telling me they were scared to read Revelations. I said, man, ain't nothing crazy in there. Ain't nothing crazy in there. If you could go watch Lord of the Rings, Chronicle of Narnia, if you can go watch Avatar, if you could go, you know, sit through any of those movies, you could read Revelations, man. Ain't nothing crazy going on. If you could look at dragons on a movie screen, you could hear about them in a book. You know what I mean? What is it? It's the fact that you feel like, oh man, but this is talking about the earth I live on, and in the movies they told you it wasn't real. I mean, it's petrified dragons. So I mean, we know dragons was around. So I mean, if you gonna be scared, stay scared. Just get scared now, and don't get unscared. Just be a scary motherfucker. The Old Testament is the New Testament. Y'all having that talk today. I need to pull y'all. Hey, anybody, y'all want me to drop the link? What's going on, fellas? Hey, we got a debate going in the chat, y'all. I'm gonna let it happen on the stream too. All right. Hey, listen, it's the codes, man. Ain't no rules here. I'm gonna let my chat have it out. I got the best chat on all of YouTube. I'm gonna name my chat the 300, the classic 300. I'm gonna put some t-shirts up, man. I'm gonna design some merch, man. Put it on the site. The classic 300, man. It ain't that many of us, but we'll get you gone. Souls of Thought. New Testament was just living out the promises. See, Mr. McBride ain't even got time. Y'all finna make him step away from his desk. I know he getting that bread right now. Mal said it's the theory of opposites: build/destroy, light/dark, above/below. Can't have heaven without hell. But see, Miles, you said you feel like we in hell now. I kind of like it here. So if this is hell, I'm concerned. Because I kind of like, you know, I didn't ask to be here, but since I've been here, it's been lit. Joe Jet, all the dogs sliding through 333. We got one. Classic. Yeah, all the dogs sliding through. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, podcast said I agree, but ask most Christians and they will say differently. Hey, it's easy to talk good. We know what they're going to say out their mouth. Oh, I'm more concerned with getting to heaven going to hell. But man, is that how we was communicated with coming up? We all brothers in here. I see a bunch of black faces. We all brothers here. Was that how we was communicated to coming up? We was taught the fear of God. We was taught the fear of God. I just never was scared, but we was taught the fear of God. You know what I'm saying? That's why people be like, "Ooh, that's blasphemous." Ooh, this, that, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, I actually read. See, that's the thing. When they told me to read the Bible for myself, I did. So that's why I had my own feelings the whole time. I always had my own feelings the whole time. He said, that's the problem. They Christians. Yeah. Souls be turning up in this chat. I'm gonna get this side of you to show on one of your panels, bro. Cause he be turning up in this chat. But that's no, I'm saying we was always taught the fear of God, but I had read the Bible for myself. I never was scared of God. And I always thought it was interesting that they kept telling us, like, you know, like even when people be like, oh, you know, don't say this or don't say that, God gonna strike you down. Like, no, fam, like, don't come back now. That's
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Hey, don't come back now. Wait, so me saying one wrong sentence that y'all feel is blasphemous, that's gonna bring you back, but slavery didn't bring you back. Man, your priorities fucked up. That's gonna make you turn up. Oh, okay. Come on, shorty. You gotta sell it to somebody who buy it. Souls of Thought said no one is Christ-like. Yeah, I mean, shit, that's overrated. That's overrated. I'm finna tell y'all my opinion. Y'all don't gotta hate me for it. Just have your own and do it in peace like I'm finna do. Not y'all, but I'm saying some of my rewatchers, they be going crazy sometimes. Some of the rewatchers. But yeah, man, like being Christ-like overrated a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He said no one is Christ-like. That shit boring, boy. That shit boring. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all told he said he came down here to live a human experience, did everything right. Shit, part of being a human is fucking up. Shit, I love some of my mistakes. You know, some, nah. But some, I'll do that again. What are you talking about? That mistake was a ball. What you talking about? Miles Bachelor, I have an issue with religion. I see. I see. I think I got an issue with the way it's taught, not it in itself, because I think if we became a godless society, I think you'll have more chaos than what you already feel like is going on, you know? So I feel like I like it for structure. I think for society, I'm gonna read your comment, broski, but I think for society to have some level of harmony with this many people being alive and living on top of each other and all that, you need to have a foundational set of principles that most people are in some level of agreement with, just to keep some level of order. So in that regard, I understand why they created it. Now, everything else that was built into it to keep us oppressed, that's why I kept telling y'all, like, they gave us the sauce mentally. Like, black people be thinking it's somebody oppressing them. Ain't nobody oppressing us no more. It's self-inflicted now. They gave us the sauce and we just working on ourselves now. We working on ourselves now. They don't even got to put their foot on our neck no more. They've been lifted that up. Yeah, for sure. You can go get enough money to live a happy life. Like if you're trying to get, richest bloodline in the world money, you never gonna get a chance to touch that. It don't matter what color your skin is. It's about your bloodline. So you never gonna get to touch that. So you can stop seeking that. But if you just want to touch 100 million and go about your business, you could do that. Ain't nobody stopping you from doing that with your black skin. Nobody stopping you from getting 100 M. Correct me, but there is a ceiling. There's a ceiling where you start getting stopped though. Yeah, try to go get $1 billion. Ask Byron Allen. Try to go get a B. You're gonna run into all type of hurdles trying to get a B, but 100 million, they'll let you get that. Especially with inflation, man, let them get that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Podcast said when I said old erase new, I was referring to the notion that Christ's sacrifice did away with the law. I'm still under. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Christ got whooped because he ain't fight back. I'm still under the Mosaic laws, folks. I'm with Moses, folks. I like how Moses was moving. I like how Moses was stepping. I like how Moses conducted himself. I like everything about Moses. I like everything about Moses was stepping on shit before God even called him. Moses killed the dude in the field because he thought folks was gonna snitch on him. He couldn't let the word get back. He went on ahead, took care of that business. I like it. I'm still under the Mosaic law. I ain't listen. all that. Listen, this when they man, listen, when they told all us black people that the Lord got whooped, drug his own cross to his crucifixion, they put him up there, and he told them, God, forgive them for everything they did to me. They don't know no better. That's what got you niggas laying down to this very day. That right there is why black folks is still self-oppressed to this very day, right now. Right now. Moses ain't said nothing like that nowhere. Nowhere. King David ain't said nothing like that nowhere. Nowhere. Samson used his last prayer for some strength to take the ops with him. That's why they took all them books out the slave Bible and they let y'all keep Jesus. So when people be pushing Christ on me, you pushing a level of grace and mercy that is to your own detriment by way of the evidence of what we live in today. I'm a results-based person. If black folks as a whole, by and large, was moving like Moses, nothing nowhere on this planet Earth would be able to oppress us ever. We would have to oppress ourselves. It'd have to be the big, strong black dude with way more power than the rest of them, and we would have to go back to being like it used to be. We'd have to be enslaving ourselves, but nobody else would be able to do it if we was moving like Moses. But the dude who sat there and was like, forgive them, they don't even know what they do. Yeah, you moving like that with all that grace and mercy, somebody can give you 40 lashes and you don't go get your lick back. You pray for them instead. Somebody can cut your foot off and you pray for them instead. Well, but in the hood, in the trenches, ain't nothing Christ-like. When it comes to dealing with our oppressors, we Christ-like. We'll pray for our oppressors. In the trenches, though, nothing Christ-like. Nothing Christ-like. We gonna go get that back today. We gonna go get that back today. Yeah. Y'all big stepping in it when it don't mean nothing. Yeah, I hate talking about my own people like this. I wish none of it was true. Yeah, for sure. So nah, you can keep all that when the sacrifice happened, it erased the law. Not for me. I'm still with Moses, folks. You can miss me with that shit. The most that nigga did was flip tables. Moses was turning rivers. He was turning whole rivers into blood. Staffs into snakes. Nigga, burning that tree. Yeah, I'm with him. I ain't with what you talking about. I feel that it's another form of politics, mind control. Definitely believe in a higher being, though. You can't not. I'm with you, Miles. You can't not. It's inevitable. You know, it's all outside. It's all outside. We know it's a higher being, but all that structure they tried to put on it in these stories they tried to sell us, we got to get past that. I ain't saying don't rock with it because it's a lot there. It's a lot that we could use there, but you got to also transcend it, though. It's something beyond them books. They be keeping y'all encompassed mentally. They keep you, you know what I'm saying, with a bubble, a dome over your shit. You got to open that up. No puffy. Joe Jet said Moses was big stepping in some sandals. Facts. In all the right ways. Souls of Thought said, I'm at work, but the word Christian was not given to them from a positive light. Look up the word Christian and look up religion. Don't get me wrong. I believe in God. With that said, I also read for myself. I can tell. I'm gonna be honest with you. The people who I know who have gone away from being religious, but are still very much rooted in God and very much still spiritual. All those people I know are the most biblically literate people I know. The people who I know who are like holy as heck and all this, that, and the third, they're not saying they're biblically illiterate. They're not as literate as the people I know who have transcended the book. They're just not. Because when you really study it, you're going to have some questions that make you look beyond it. It's a fact. And when you go look beyond it and you find the answers, don't run from the truth. Oh, what truths? What you talking about? Oh, the story of Jesus looked just like the story of Horus. Somebody else pointed that out in the chat. The story of, was that Miles? Was that you? The story of Jesus looked like the story of Horus, and the story of Horus predate the story of Jesus by thousands of years. You see what I'm saying? Oh, don't run from the truth when you go look it up. Oh, no, well, that was just, don't explain it away to me. The truth don't need to be all that explanation. The truth don't need all that explanation. You say, oh, are there petrified giants? I pull up a big ass picture of a mountain with location that you can go visit right now with a giant face in it. And then the truth, do I need to keep talking? You see what I'm saying? The truth don't need all that explanation. When you got to tell me 45 sentences, you lying to me. You lying to me about something. Something ain't right. Yeah. Mal said, right. A lot of info in the scripture, for sure. Very useful. Josette said, I feel you on the big stepping, but I think Jesus was trying to say that the physical isn't the real world. I think he was saying, don't be the baddest in the virtual reality. Shit. I ain't get the message. He had a bad way of saying that. I ain't get it. I didn't get the message. All I saw was a dude that didn't stick up for himself when it counted most for sake of a prophecy that didn't ever make sense in the first place. God gonna come down here in physical form, which is technically all of us, but Jesus is the extra super special Negro. Okay, cool. Let's roll with it. He gonna come down here to live a human experience and don't do none of the fucked up shit that all of us do. Okay, so that's not relatable at all. Then he gonna get flooded, not fight back at all, carry his own cross, get hung up on it, and then ask God to forgive everybody. And then now that he did that, God can forgive us when God been forgiving us the whole time. It's grace and mercy all through the Old Testament. That none of that shit had to happen for God to keep forgiving us. Now, is God technically, allegedly, according to the Bible, more gracious and more merciful since Jesus did that? That's what they say, but it's grace and mercy all through the Old Testament. So it ain't like God was ever not gracious and ever not merciful. So you have to, for me, it's about making it make sense. And when you got to try to talk in 100 circles to make it make sense, it never made sense in the first place. All they did was sell you a lynching. They sold you a lynching, and then they showed you a man give grace to the oppressor for the lynching and told you to be just like him. That's in layman's terms. They told you about a great man, showed you his lynching, showed him give grace and mercy to those that did it, and told you to be just like him. And you've been doing it ever since. You've been doing it ever since. Bet you I won't. You on your own, shorty. Classic. And that's it for the second question of the day. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and I harden the flow.